What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Swine Flu Taco here, bringing you what is possibly, for real this time, the last episode of our series as I approach the King's Threat dungeon. Yeah, I'm going with my classic Arcanists loadout here. Realistically, I probably could have upgraded and put some relics on, but you know, we don't do that here. We're going to go balls to the walls. We have Mana Shield, 2 summons, and significantly better spells than from when I was trying it that last time. I am not wearing King Arthur's armor. I just did not feel like respecking everything. But let's see, because that deals 97 to 131, 114, 1 whatever. Yeah, okay, so Storm Piercer just deals the most damage, which is crazy. Yeah, look at that. This is insane. Burning. Poison. Cooked. He's cooked. Too easy. I believe we get, yeah, this weird guy. He's a tough one. He's actually like something else. He killed me last time. But now I have this fire spell, so we're chilling. Yeah, and he's really not killing the Remmer. Yeah, dude, this is wild how easy this fight is now. Dude, I just had a stroke. Okay, let me do this. Soul Savage, Soul Savage. Yeah. I thought my mana seemed low. Those 2 rings are actually very much a combination of everything. Did not realize that until now. Yeah, this is the part that was slightly difficult the first time. However, oh yeah, let me put on oh, I don't have the other one. He's dead. Let me poison him. Wow, we fight. Okay, resist poison. Cool. Okay. I can't do shit. Yeah. So the giants are the hardest ones to kill. But there it is. Once you can get fire or poison from your cube, This next part is a bit weird. They're not strong enemies, there's just a lot of them. And for some reason, that's an invisible barrier that enemies can't cross. So if I ever get in a situation I can 110% just like walk outside and this flesh tree can do nothing to me. Not what I did the first time, I swear. But upgrading this wand was probably one of the best things I've ever done. And honestly, we could do this. Check this out. Okay, honestly, not as good as I thought for some reason. Look at that, one poison. Look how low he is already. Jesus Christ. What charges it? Elemental damage. You know, I'm curious, because y'all saw how quickly I was casting that. Like, if they have a status effect, do I just get like a free cast? Another immaculate item. This is where I died last time, actually. See, look at this. Yep. You can just spam it. That's actually insane, guys. This giant is cooked. Oh, yeah, no, there There it is. Look at that. Fire, ice. Dude, this is the most broken item ever. Oh my god. If I would have known that earlier. What's up there? Secret loop. Secret tunnels. Secret tunnels. Look at that, look at that. Skill issue, skill issue, skill issue, skill issue. Interesting. Is this like the last giant? It's King Arthur's crown. I was one enemy away from doing that before I did all those quests in the last 2 episodes. That's crazy.
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth. I am the face that time forgot, the name that was never enough. He was the man beneath the crown. He was the voice that doubted.
Goosebumps.
The heart that still beat beneath the weight of legend.
First, you used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them.
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined, and you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit. You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men?
This is not...
Oh, stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. right after we won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you. I've had enough. I stood by you through everything. Even what you did to me. To Seawall. I let it all slide. I told myself it was for something. For a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
What the fuck?
Now I remember it all.
Oh boy.
I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty. And for what? Everything is in ruin. Everything I struggled to build is corrupted. This land, it had a glorious past, but it has no future. There is no way to save it.
Damn.
I know. I see it now. And it was my decision that cost them the ability to grow and change. I may have been right about the diagnosis. Now I see I could have been wrong about the cure. The tribes helped us win the war. They were fearless and followed every order. They were the most loyal of all. But I left them broken. And after the war, their bloodlust was insatiable. I had to do something. This felt like the only choice. The giants sided with our enemy. We had to find a way to remove them from the equation. So, under cover of night, the tribes stole their children. I told the
Holy
giants their
shit.
offspring were our hostages, and that we would slaughter them if they refused to bend the knee. One of the most humiliating moments of that whole war, both for me and for the Del Rita.
That's insane.
I come from the Pendragon bloodline, a heritage drenched in as much blood as that of the Del Rita. A heritage that pillaged and fought in the homelands for longer than anyone can remember, and unable to build anything that withstood the test of time. I decided to leave it behind me when we won the war against the Four Dwellers, and built our kingdom on Avalon on stronger foundations. Now we've seen that my bloodline must have been cursed. Caradoc had the clearest eyes of any of us. He saw things for what they were. And I think I destroyed that. Destroyed him with all I did. I turned him into this. And now he's only a shadow of the man I once knew. He used to carry hope Now all he carries is vengeance. There's nothing left. Nothing worth saving. Nothing worth rebuilding. I gave everything I had to this land. My blood, my soul, my name. And the land devoured it all. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall. Do what you want. There's nothing about this land that I recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions, destroyed. Why bother?
That's insane, dude.
Once and future king, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now. Is it time? The Delrita have looked through their eyes. Camelot will fall. Your will shall be done.
I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but thank you, Mr. Giant. Let me go right here. Load this save. And see what the other options say real quick. Sleep. Let me load Camelot Falling and see what happens now. I guess I go to the Charred Conclave now, huh? Wait, is a Charred Conclave the Druid one? No, that's the Ancient Chromalek. I don't know where the Charred Conclave is. Oh shit.
We are ready to begin the moot. You were strong enough to walk the king's thread, and you conquered it. What is your will, my king? Glory be to you, once and few. Thanks to you, Camelot will fall. And thank you, I, the voice of the Dowry.
So be it. My plans to rebuild the tribe must wait. I only hope that many of us return home.
The king's decision pleases me greatly. Nothing stirs a Volkir's. I only hope Camelot's armies have the.
Damn.
The giants are marching on Camelot. How am I supposed to know? The Starkfather was supposed to be our... I'll never trust.
Ooh, fair enough, fair enough. What do you say?
So, we are preparing for war. It's not the solution I would have supported, but seeing the state we are in. Besides, it would be a shame to waste such an opportunity. The Ulfr tribe would never forgive me.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I don't know where this place is. Gotta find the Charred Conclave, wherever the hell that is. Dude, do I just have to fucking send it? Or, wait a minute, can I just... Man. This game is something else, I swear to God. Is that the way to the Charred Conclave? Do I have to go up this way and out? I could have sworn I killed them all, but whatever. Is this the way to where I need to go? Maybe, possibly. Is it just a lot closer than having to travel through God knows where? Oh yeah, I'm a fucking genius, team. Fuck is that over there, bro? YOLO. What's up, Mr. Caradoc?
So, I hope you're ready. This is the Charred Conclave, a graveyard for druids. Well, first, you're going to meet my former employer. He'll try to sugarcoat the hard truths. Why waste time here talking about it when you're... To greet you. I was once where you are now, and here I... cruel rituals. They called it wisdom, but to the people, the druids believed their results would justify the costs. They thought Avalon would... Well, death doesn't always mean an ending, and so you're the closest you'll ever... Well, the Red Church and their politicians made sure of that. It's always so... Just remember, once you've stepped... But if you've come this far, go on.
He's waiting for you? Who the hell is waiting for you? The fuck are you, mister?
At last we meet. I've heard much about you. Your choice. Few dare to seek the truth buried in Avalon shadows. Fewer still make it this far. I was the first. Caradoc followed when my brethren burned and the tear opened. And now, here you... Oh, forgive my lack of manners.
Orin.
I am Orin, the last apprentice of Merlin, and the last archdruid of Avalon. I've carried the weight of this land's secrets longer than I care to admit. What lingers here, it's older than Avalon. Older than anything we know. Its purest form, raw potential. Oh, precisely the opposite of what Caradoc was. Ridiculous, I know. But yes, ultimately though. Yes. By the end of his life, Arthur became obsessed with his legacy. Excalibur, a symbol of loyalty and sacrifice. The crown of Pendragon. But Merlin and the others didn't believe that would be enough, so they acted. When the king died, his soul a clever solution. I tried, and I found his humanity. It's here, bound, kept safe. Finding it needed more than mad. The horrors you endured on that island gave you something no one else has. That's why you found the king's soul. You flatter me. No, I couldn't have predicted all of that. I can see you still did. I want to bring back our king. Because I've seen what happens without him. We're ever they're left without him, without guidance. If things continue this way, then Avalon falls. Help me bring the king back. Now you need... I made my case. This is the...
I don't know what I want to do. King Arthur says Avalon has failed. He already, like, gave up. I think I might kill him. I have goosebumps really bad right now.
I was there when it all began. We believed in him. Every battle felt like a step. But then came the cost.
The war crimes.
The war crimes. The impossible decisions. We turned from knights into butchers. At first I told myself it was necessary. But it was the That's when Arthur wasn't a god, a savior, and no man should have. But do you understand why? I'd like to believe that after 600, you need to understand that people thought, but he wasn't. He made mistakes. I've seen what happens when people cling to kings and myth, but that's not my problem. What comes after doesn't matter. Let them stand, let them fall. It's not my concern. At least it won't be another king's failure. Arthur's the only myth that still holds weight. A puppet king, another... Maybe they'll keep pretending for... Call it chaos, call it freedom. I just want to watch it. What comes after?
I want to watch it all burn. Jesus
Then
Christ.
let it. If this... I've lived longer than any man should. Seen more than anyone. And we'll never know if that's That's true, because we've never tried. We were fools to tamper with resurrecting Arthur, infusing him. Such violations of nature's order. This cannot listen. It's taken longer than I ever imagined. You've brought Arthur's soul back together. Almost so. You're close now. Just one, and then we'll go. Find the last piece.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I think I'm killing Arthur. I think that's the way. Are we in like in Camelot or some shit? Oh, you can't touch the water? That's crazy. Is this King Arthur's soul? Hob?
You've come. Please, don't come any close. Just because I've had enough. And do you know what it is like to be a king of nothing? I've seen towns burnt to the ground. I've been dragged through every dream, and most of he thinks ending me will free Avalon. People always take that away, and they'll tear. Orin wants a king, not me. He doesn't see the broken man behind them, but symbols aren't people. They're empty. And the more they're used, do you know what it's like to be a weapon? I want kill me. Destroy the last piece of me and use the end. Just let me die. Not. Isn't that what you've been doing all along? Carrying what's left, doesn't that prove? Another way? There's always another, but please, not for. I don't care. Do you know how freeing that is? To not feel the burden, to not see the suffering mind. Do what you think is right, and that you hold the choice. I don't care who you. I don't even want. Just let me.
Wow.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Is that the Holy Grail? Well, Lord Yvain, your quest failed.
You carried a dying king across the bones of a dying world. Now you stand before what started it all. An idea. I am the reason there must be an ending. I do not guide. I do not judge. I exist so that something can be chosen. I do not offer meaning. I require that one be made. You have brought all things to their conclusion. Now, decide what must remain. Choose, and let the shape of the world follow. You will shape the world. You will be seen. You will break the frame, and what follows, you will vanish. Who do you have? then the idea shall fall. But the soul is not yet yours to give.
Thank you. But promise me, you will win this fight, my friend.
I have to fight him?
After everything you've seen, you side with Caradoc. Then all the suffering, all the pain, meant nothing. I am disappointed. Now I am complete.
Brother.
Avalon will be reborn. Perfect this time.
Brother, please, brother. Oh, help me. I'm dead. Ow. I'm bleeding. I'm cooked. Chat. Poison. Dude, Caradoc's just throwing 3 arrows an hour. Yes. That's what I need. Yes. Cheese him. That was a great dodge. Good. Oh, he's got both. I'm cooked. Get owned, kid.
You brought down the cycle with steady hands and no promise of glory. You did not claim the throne. You buried it. There is no king now. Only the truth you made and the path others may follow. You had no answers, only scars and the will to keep walking. And sometimes that was enough to keep others going too. With your support, Galahad brought unity and discipline back to the south. The Dalrita rebellion was contained, and for the first time in years, the people could breathe in peace.
Even with the giants.
Because of you, the Menhir remained and the Kuanacht endured, not just as a place, but as a legacy of quiet defiance and hope. Lord Yvain was remembered as a hero who gathered the wise and set out in search of the Grail, while Kuanacht stood as a peaceful haven amid the weirdness. You awakened the giants, and with them at their side, the Dalrita conquered Camelot. As the capital fell, the customs of the tribes spread across Avalon. Not everyone welcomed them, but the change had already taken root. Feargas remained captain of the Horns of the South. Under his leadership, The Horns honored their old traditions and returned under Camelot's banner, securing order along the southern frontier. Nianta left Kuanacht with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggot left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, surprising many who had long considered him harmless and weak. His fate remained unknown, but in time, the people spoke proudly of the last druid, claiming him as one of their own. Urfre left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life, and spoke of him with lasting respect. The Volker joined the rest of the Dal Rita without a matron and without Mathar's blessing. Even so, their warriors kept the ferocity they had once been famed for, tempered now by a clarity that left the other tribes uneasy. They were respected, but only barely. For what greater dishonor is there than turning one's back on the goddess who had made them what they were? Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Strona's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Balaam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dal Rita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. Killian served as quartermaster of the Horns of the South, until one night his thirst for blood drove him to murder a fellow keeper, who was caught in the act and brought to a swift end.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon playthrough. It's been something. I really love the story of this game and all the cutscenes and everything. I am a fan. Big fan. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. Until then, I will see you guys for our Evil Within playthrough. Bye-bye.